Hello, Star Citizens, and welcome to Star Citizen Nightly. I believe this is episode 9. So, we had a nice little day. Saturday was pretty slow, Sunday was pretty slow, but Monday has been pretty live. So, we got a few things to talk about. But of course, as always, my monthly contest is still ongoing. So we won't have a ship for that until Wednesday, which is when Alien Week starts. But then I will let you know what the ship of the month will be. But we also still have our contest ongoing, where if you get 2 people to sign up using our code on the screen, using our code, you can win a ship, but you also have to make sure you get someone else to sign up using someone else's code. You could do 3 with our code, but I would suggest at least doing 1 for yourself if nobody else. And then if you have 3 of those signups and have them actually purchase the game, then you are entered to win our ship package, which is the Aurora MR, MPUV Tractor, and Ursa Medevac with lifetime insurance, and a game package, or our Saber Firebird with lifetime insurance. So you can choose between those 2, which whoever completes it first. All right, to our news for the day. So we had the Ironclad Q&A drop. There should already be a video up on our channel. Go and check that out. It was good news. It was mostly what I expected. There was only one small thing that I was wishing would be on the Assault that isn't on the Assault, but it's definitely changed the way I feel about the Ironclad versus the Ironclad Assault debate. So I'll also be probably doing another video on that tomorrow. I did the Ironclad versus the Liberator, so this one will be the Ironclad versus the Ironclad Assault. That'll be coming out tomorrow, so look forward to that. I just got to do my research and make sure I do it right now that we have a Q&A out. All right, moving on. We got our weekly report. So obviously the Ironclad Q&A dropped Monday, and then This Week in Star Citizen, which is what I'm currently reading. And then we will have a lore post about divestment tomorrow, which I think might be pretty cool. And then we're going to have a roadmap update and roadmap roundup, both on June 12th, which is Wednesday. And that's also when Alien Week will start. I actually had it wrong. I thought it was going to start next week. It's actually starting this week in 2 days, which is great. And I'm hoping that, normally we had, we normally have 1 week for these events, maybe a little bit more than a week. I'm hoping that these become 2-week events where we, yes, it's Alien Week, but, it starts on a Wednesday, but hopefully, it doesn't end next Wednesday, and instead it ends like next month, like the Monday after next, right? So giving us about essentially like 10 to 12 days of whatever the event is. It's just extending the events out, because I think we during the middle of the year, after Invictus launch week and before CitizenCon, we tend to have a little bit of a lull. So it's good. I want these events to be a little bit longer, just to keep people invested and everything. So yeah, I'm hyped for Alien Week. I hope that we get the railing, but we'll see. Then we have the RSI weekly newsletter coming on Friday, and another Star Citizen Live. So of course, make sure that you join on Twitch if you want to ask questions in the chat. And then on Saturday, there is an international, which is International Bar Citizen Weekend. Make sure you go back. We talked about this in our last nightly. I think there should be a link. We might have a link posted. If not, I'll go back and put a link in the comments, just so you can know where all the locations are. Or, of course, you can go to RSI, the RobertSpaceIndustries.com website, and find those for yourself. All right, and let's see what we had in the developer speak. We had a few things in here, I think. So, somebody said, Master Modes is still on pause while everyone is flying the Hornet series, thanks to the bug. Basically, nobody wants to go into Master Modes and do PvP, because if somebody has the Hornet, it's basically, unless you're a Hornet fighting a Hornet, you don't really have a chance. And so Nico from CIG said, hey there, it is something our teams are very much aware of, and a fix is on its way. You haven't seen it in the recent 3.2, 3.1 APTU patch notes because it's slotted for 3.2, 3.2, which is coming next week. So we also just got confirmation that we're getting 3.2, 3.2 next week. So it's gonna get it during Alien Week, which is what I expected. I thought they would coincide with their release. So dot 2 is also when we're getting all of our cargo stuff. So this is going to be a great 2 weeks to be playing Star Citizen. Because obviously we're gonna, well, I say obviously, but it's very likely that we're going to either get a ship released, a new alien ship, as in a new alien ship is announced, or a old alien ship is released. It's very likely that one of those two things will happen, or two of those things happen, which would be great. So this will be a great week to get into Star Citizen because of that, plus the fact that we're getting dot 2, which is the final big push of all the things that were supposed to be in 3.23. And I think this is going to be a big one because now you can hang out with your friends. So there you have it. Next week is what CIG is saying about getting 3.2, 3.2, which I love saying that. 3.2, 3.2 that's how you say it. It's 3.23.2. I don't know. It's weird to me. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I don't know. It's the alliteration is fun. Then we have this other one, right? So this is saying this is talking about weaponware. Did you know that weaponware is in the PU 3.2, 3.1? I wonder how many others have the update for it, if not all of them, and then they just kind of showed these weapons and showed the difference in the wear. We could push this image up, maybe. Yep, there you go. You can see a little bit of the wear there, just when you compare the two. Which it's right now, it is only, well, I'll just read what the developer says. It's on a fair few weapons we talked about wear at Sitcom, but currently in 3.23, it's just cosmetic. But with the wear and tear work, we are planning on making this have an impact. Check out Life in First Person for more deets. Working on hooking this up to be in loadouts for enemy NPCs, so more gang-like factions have more worn weapons, as well as more variety in weapon selection, so it's more seen in the game. So we don't quite have the functionality of the wear in, we just have the cosmetic look of the wear, which, you know, is just kind of, you know, basically saying it's not in the game yet. You can see it, but, you know, most people, they drop their weapon and pick something else up right now because we don't really, weapons are so cheap right now, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to just keep one and hold one unless it's like some very unique one, like a red Karna or something like that, right? Moving on. So this one is a little bit, actually this I think is our last one. So this is more like a joke one here, where basically somebody was talking about Breath of the Wild, because weaponware, if you've played Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, weaponware is a major part of how they balance the game, rather than having a traditional level system. And so basically the dev here is saying, I think we all have collective PTSD from Breath of the Wild. So somebody then says, can we nominate one gun to be our master sword and have it never break? And then he said, it'd be too strong. We'd have to do something like this where part of it never breaks. But he's got this image here of the master sword where basically part of it breaks at the bottom here, but maybe you have one part that never breaks. So I like that. I like the idea of having a weapon that literally, like, one part of it is just forever, like you never have to repair that part of it, but the rest of it you might have to repair. So like maybe the stock, maybe the barrel or something has to get replaced, but the stock itself, the butt stock and the lower receiver doesn't have to get replaced. So I don't know, but that would be really cool if you could just have part of the weapon be forever, kind of like our master sword. And maybe it's like super rare to find those, but I can think that would be pretty cool. All right, that is it for our Star Citizen Nightly. A lot of information. Again, make sure you go and check out our Ironclad Q&A video. We pretty much go through the whole thing. I was so happy to see a lot of the information that was in there. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the next one, and hopefully it's a good one. See ya. Peace.